What is up, everybody? Welcome to 5 Picks in 5 Minutes from the Action Network. I'm your host, Chris Raybon, here with Grant Neefer and Kyle Murray. For all of our picks, there is a link down in the episode description with our bets. You can quickly and easily add to your bet slips. All right, pick number one, Grant. Let's go. Who you got?
All right, real simple. CJ Stroud over 30.5 passing attempts. You can get this between 30 and 32. Offense entirely different. Moved off half the offensive line. Obviously, Diggs gone, tanked up, gone right now. Entirely different offense. Mixon gone. Running game's going to struggle heavily. Stroud probably going to be forced to do a lot of short area passes with how bad that line is. He hit this line over at 80% clip last season, so this line far too low, and considering the pace they're going to have to play in and the fact that they're a dog here, he's going to be throwing a lot. Line far too low, would hit it all the way to 32.5.
All right, Stroud over 30.5. Kyle, you're up.
Yeah, piggybacking off that, I'm going Nico Collins over 78.5 receiving yards. Love the spot. Pretty much everything that Grant said I agree with entirely. One other thing I'll add, new offensive coordinator Nick Caley from that Sean McVay tree. Been known in that offense to feature alpha wide receivers and really work up their target share. No reason to not do that with no Christian Kirk. Obviously, Stephon Diggs, Tank Dell out of the equation for now as well. No Joe Mixon. I think it's going to be a pass-heavy approach for the Texans. They're going to rely on their stud receiver, Nico Collins. His number is at 80.5 on some other books, so 78.5 is a nice little value in week one for Nico Collins.
All right, Nico Collins over 78.5 receiving. I'm just going to play off that then because you guys mentioned a lot of the guys who aren't there in Houston this year. So I'm going to go with rookie Jaden Higgins, touchdown plus 450. So we got 3 picks from that Houston Texans offense. What could go wrong? Pick number 4, Grant. What's going on?
All right, going Montgomery to get a touchdown. It was between 145 to plus 155. People seem to forget about it just because Gibbs is so good, but it's still going to be pretty split backfield. Going to run heavily, playing in the outdoors, which we know Goff struggles in, so they're likely going to rely a little bit heavier on the ground game. And overall, Montgomery scored a ton last year, 12 touchdowns in 14 games. Packers defense obviously getting Parsons a huge boost for their pass defense, and getting rid of Clark's a big downgrade for the run defense. So everything kind of points toward relying more on the run game in the spot. And Montgomery probably going to be the goal line back again. His odds are just silly for a guy that scored in 70% of games last season. Plus 150 is an absolute steal here in a good spot.
Oh man, this would be bad for my fantasy teams because I've been fading Montgomery, going full in on Gibbs here, but hopefully this hits for you. David Montgomery touchdown plus 155. Kyle, finish off.
Yeah, it was an accident, but I'm also going to another Lion here in this one, taking Jameson Williams over 3.5 receptions. Love this spot. I think the development of JMO has been intriguing. Obviously, he had a big breakout season last year, but it was from a reception standpoint and a volume standpoint, he really broke out in those last 9 games, finished the season with 4+ catches in 7 of his last 9 games, and got here comfortably with 5+ grabs in 6 of those final 9 games. So the volume really worked its way up last season at the end of the year with the targets there for Jameson Williams. I think they go back to that, get him more involved, and the Lions are also underdogs in this one, which is a surprising factor considering what they were last year. But I think they'll have to lean on the pass a little bit more here as well. So like that over 3.5 grabs for JMO.
Yeah, that line flipped once Micah Parsons got traded to the Packers. I think the Lions were slight favorites, but let's parlay. Let's go Nico with the yardage over. Take the Jameson receptions over and the 2 touchdowns, the Higgins and the Montgomery. You parlay those together, you get plus 45.20 at DraftKings. All right, that was 5 picks in 5 minutes from the Action Network. Grant Neefer, Kyle Murray. I am Chris Raybon. Peace out. Let's get this money.